Today I was asked a question and I thought that I would make a video because it might help you guys out there too. So the question I was asked is, what's the difference between end-to-end encryption and encryption in transit? So I'm going to do a little visual here to kind of explain it, simplify it, make it easy. So let's pretend this is your data, your sensitive information, okay, that you don't want the bad guys to get a hold of. So if you're going from one place to the other, like if you're just sending it in an email or you're sending it in an unencrypted form, it's basically going from here to here. And this in between, if anybody intercepts it, they can see what it is, they know what it is, they get all the information, okay? So let's just say there's wording on here, not the fact that it's a little portal USB, forget that. This is your data right here. So you can see it, feel it, touch it. That means the bad guys can intercept it and they have all the goods, okay? So what end-to-end encryption does, let's pretend right here, this is going on the internet. So this is the communication between the sender and the receiver, okay? They're over here. So end-to-end encryption is you take your data and it goes from the sender to the receiver. You can't see this because this is blocking it, okay? This is protecting it. So it's encrypted. Bad guys can't reach in, they can't take the data because the whole tunnel itself is encrypted. So this is end-to-end encryption. But there's a problem with end-to-end encryption. In order for it to work, the two sides have to match as far as encryption strength. So if the sender's encryption strength is stronger than the receiver's encryption strength, they don't match up. So the sender is going to have to lower their encryption strength down to the level of the receiver in order for you to be able to get it. All right. So that could actually weaken the level of encryption depending on which one each side's using. All right. So let's look at encryption in transit. Encryption in transit is you take your data, which you have right here, and you want to send it from one point to the other. So encryption in transit is I take the data and I'm going to encrypt the file or the document or whatever it is. I'm encrypting that itself. So you can't see the little USB anymore because it's encrypted. It's protected. So I'm going to send it from over here to over here. Now a bad guy can intercept it when it's going back and forth like this, but they can intercept it, but they can't tell what's inside because it's sealed. It's protected. So that's the difference between encryption or end-to-end encryption, meaning like a tunnel. But remember, both sides have to be the same strength of encryption. Otherwise, it won't match up. And the strongest one has to go down to match the weakest one. But encryption in transit, it's like putting your stuff in a sealed envelope. So if anybody intercepts it, they can't access it. They can't open it. They can't read it. Right. So that's the difference between end-to-end encryption and encryption in transit.